Look at that. No problem. So you're in my stream, right? So you can see my screen? Okay, perfect.
One slave.
Thanks. I need this. Drop. Thanks.
Play with the bomb.
Okay, so you know this is fine. It's good.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, so here is a prime example, right? So when you take gunfights with the pistol, okay, so what was he doing? Why was he so hard to hit? Right, yeah, so he's moving, right? When it comes down to it. So when you are using a pistol, the number one thing you don't want to do is crouch and stay still. Okay? Because how easy it is to get headshotted here and die, you know? How easy it is to hit someone in the head when they're crouched. So easy, you know? So, this, as important as getting the headshot is the same as not getting a headshot yourself. So what you want to do is always be moving with the pistol, right? Because you can't move and shoot with assault rifles. It's different. But I have a practice range video, and I go over all this stuff about how to move with pistols, how to move with assault rifles, and like stuff like that. And you'll never catch me crouch shooting with the pistol because you want to make yourself the hardest target to hit, right? So it's good that this dash was good instinct to before you die to get out of there. So that was good. But the reason why you lost so much health, right, is because you made yourself so easy to shoot. Hey, what's up? Yes. Yes. I like to be, I don't really like to spam my pistols. I like to take my time with the shots, depending on how far away they are, right? So from here to where this guy was to where you are, I'm taking my time. But if he's like right here, like up close, I'm spamming as fast as I can. Okay? So when he's this far away, I'm counter strafing and taking my time with my shots.
One enemy remaining.
So in general, like you guys want to avoid doing this because you guys are attacking both bomb sites at the same time. This isn't like a pre-made 5-stack, right? This is just you solo queuing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you gotta follow the bomb, but like if Omen doesn't listen, but maybe you could say in the mic, hey man, let's go with the team, right? And then he might listen. But if he doesn't listen, then you have to follow him, right? But yeah, so this can be bad. It turned out you guys won, but you know, you're making it so much harder for yourselves.
Planted.
Okay, let's take a look.
Last player
Okay,
standing.
so you didn't have to peek this angle. It's not necessary, right? It's kind of aggressive, especially with 10 HP. Like, unless you hit this headshot and like one-shotter, then you're pretty much dead, right? So, I mean, if the bomb's ticking down, so it doesn't even matter right now because she doesn't have enough time to run in and defuse anyway. So this is fine at this point. But if we're in a situation where the bomb is not ticking down that fast and there's plenty of time, right? Instead of peeking this, I am maybe shoulder peeking this and hiding here behind this wall. And then shoulder peeking it just to get info, just to see if she's walking up, right? Because you have 10 HP and she has to walk in and kill both of you and defuse. So you want to play more defensive, right? Because she can't defuse from here. She can't defuse all the way here, so there's no point in really like taking this duel. You see what I'm saying? you basically do like a micro peek, right? You go in and out. So you expose very little of your body, but you still can see. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you still be able to see them.
Last player standing.
Okay, so what's the economy strategy in your head? Okay. Okay. I gotcha. The easiest thing for you to do is if you win first round, you full buy the second. Full buy second, right? That looks like Spectre, heavy shields, full abilities. Okay? So don't be scared, just spend all of your money, because this is what I tell everyone, that pistol round is the most important round of the game. Why is it the most important round? Because when you win the first one, you basically automatically win the second. Okay? You only automatically win the second if you spend your money. Because they are saving, right? So if you guys don't buy, like, you can easily die to someone with a pistol or a ghost, right? With sheriff and light armor. Very easily. But if you have heavy armor and Spectre, you're almost unkillable, right? So, and you'll be able to kill a lot more than with the sheriff. So it's just, I mean, try and get in the habit of just full buying second round if you win. Okay? Because when you get to the third round, sometimes you won't be able to afford the assault rifle and the heavy shields, right? But just re-up on your shields, keep your Spectre. It's okay if you have Spectre on the gun round. You can still kill people just fine, you know? So don't be worried about that. And if it goes well and you don't lose any armor and you're still alive after second round, you can drop your Spectre to someone who did die, that's broke now, and then you can upgrade to an assault rifle. Okay? So very important, because let's just see how this round plays off. Okay, so this is good, pretty good crosshair placement. I like this. You're ready for this threat. Okay.
Enemy spotted.
Patient. Yeah, quick little check here. Nice, making sure you're not getting flanked.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, so you hear bathroom TP. So you got kind of saved there, but you see how close you are to dying with someone with just a classic? Right? If you had heavy armor Spectre, you think that was a free kill, right? So
One enemy.
also, you know, we are getting in this pattern where we're attacking both sites at the same time. Yeah, sure, raises, but you can't control raise. You can only control yourself. So play, you know, go attack with your team, right?
Remaining.
It's a lot safer, a lot easier. So that's good, you guys win. Good job. Okay. No problem. I see, okay. Okay. So you're kind of gambling here, right? It's that when you start getting this orb, someone doesn't peek, right? So what would make this gathering this orb safer? Yep. Absolutely. Smoke this, then take it, right? Just a million times safer. Right? I mean, yeah, you can have your teammates rely on trading this, but, you know, sometimes your teammates are not the best, and then you'll just die for no reason, and they won't get the trade kill. So make it a little safer. Throw one of your smokes, you know? See? I mean, he was staring at you. He wasn't ready to kill anyone. Okay, so... Yeah, neither do I. That's fine. Alright, you guys gotta go. You guys gotta go. Yes, throw these. Yes! That's fine. That's fine. Careful. Oh, you're in the... No, get out! Oh my god, this was a clusterfuck. That is hilarious. But... Yeah, but this is good though. As a Jett, this is exactly what you want to do, right? Okay, so you get the pick. So now you're thinking, okay, we got the pick. We explode onto site. We go as fast as you can. You smoke, and you dash in. Perfect, right? Very good. Now, maybe going up here is a little troll because you're exposed to pipes. You're exposed from U-Haul. You're exposed from heaven too. So this could be pretty dangerous. I do like the dash in, but maybe just like hugging this box is just a million times safer than updrafting. Okay. And then this is just, there was just too much going on. You couldn't even see where you are. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's see the economy. Uh-huh. Alright, so here... Our econ is not the worst, right? So what do you think that you guys should do as a team? Okay. Yeah, you guys can... This is definitely like a force, right? Because he can full buy, he can full buy, he can full buy, right? And I think you might even be able to get... no. But you can still, like here, I'd buy a Spectre, right? Armor Spectre, and then he has to Armor Spectre, and then these three will full buy, right? And then it's not that bad if you run out with a Spectre, because if one of your guys dies, or if you kill an enemy, you pick up their assault rifle, right? And it's not... perfect. Now you're ready. So this is definitely a force buy from everyone. Okay, so yeah, do you see how like kinda the economy is just like this guy's saving, this guy's half buying, this guy forces, this guy buys too. So it's like kind of all over the place, right? And I know this is just unrated and they know they don't really care and they'll just buy all the time. But it's just something to keep in mind, right? Now you want to buy as a team, save as a team, half buy as a team, right? Everything as a team. Okay, it's fine. You guys are making a lot of noise. Oh, ballsy. Yeah. Smart. This is good. Oh, you have to check. You have to check. Right, okay, so when you come out of anywhere as the first person, your immediate jobs are to check the biggest threats. Right? So it doesn't matter where you are on the map because this is true for everyone. So your immediate threats are where? Here. And here, right? Probably here first. Okay? So now, as an entry fragger, as the first one in, which Jett usually is, you have to make sure that it's safe for your team to come in. So let's say you're pushing in hookah, right? You have to check this. As the first one in, you have to. Right? When you push up long, you have to check this. You have to check here. You have to check this, right? As the first one in. Okay? Because those are the immediate threats, right? Because you're worried about like heaven, you're worried about like over here. But this is the guy, this guy right here is going to be the one doing all the damage because he's up close, right? So always make sure your immediate threat is safe. So that's fine. I mean, like, you guys got the trade kill, not the biggest deal. You could have killed that guy, but just a little But that's good that you have no fear and you're just going in there. That's That's exactly like what an entry fragger and like Jets should be. Well, that's fine, because look what happened, right? They got the trade frag when after you died, and they won the round. So it's okay to have, because I usually entry frag all the time. I will always have the most deaths. Always, always, always. Because that's what you're supposed to do as an entry fragger, right? Either you get the entry frag or you die and get the info. You see what I'm saying? So don't worry about the stats, because you got your team in there. Crosshair placement's pretty good. I like it. Right? I don't have any complaints. Obviously it being a little low, so that was very good. Good kill. Okay. Okay, so
Almost fucked that one.
think about where, so you want to pull down your spray, right? But if your first bullet hits their head, they're basically dead, right? So why do we need to worry about the spray? Because we shoot them in the head, right? And they're dead. So don't worry about that. Just always try to aim for the head, okay? Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's okay. But you want to be able to do both. Have good crosshair placement and think about stuff around you. So, I mean, that comes with time. Don't beat yourself up about it. Definitely comes with time.
Auto. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, good stuff. Good call. Very good call. Very smart. Okay. Get in there, get in there. Nice. Get out your gun. There we go, there we go. I think you know where both of them are.
One enemy
Oh, clean kill, clean kill. Yep.
She's CT. 1 HP.
That was very good. Let me watch that again.
One enemy remains.
So this is perfect because you get your pre-aim ready, and then you swing with your crosshair ready. So this is very good stuff. Hate the ADS, by the way. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Because, okay, so let me put this in perspective. If I spend 1,000 hours practicing with ADSing, or actually you spend 1,000 hours practicing with ADSing, and I spend 1,000 hours without ADSing, who is going to win the gunfight every time? Exactly. Exactly. So, yes, the ADS gives you more control on your gun, but if you're a good player, you learn how to control your gun without any handicaps, right? So,
1 HP.
I mean, it's okay to use it very far away, but, like, I can play probably 20 games without using the ADS once. That's how much I don't use it at all. So that was a good round.
Enemy spotted. On target.
Okay. So your omen just ran in, so that's fine. It's all clear. It's fine for you to... good crosshair placement, right? This is good. He just basically walks into it. So, it's a little tight of an angle, but not too bad. Because, like, look. You see what happens? He walks right past it. Look where your crosshair is and look at his head. Because of how tight of an angle you're holding. He even walked, right? So... And now you flicked to the left. You're adjusting your crosshair placement to the left because no human has this reaction to hit this headshot as he comes out, right? We're not computers. So give yourself a little leeway and aim a little. Don't hold such a tight angle, right? And you'll see yourself having to flick a lot less because you have to flick, right? And it's kind of it's a little lucky,
Headshot.
but for the most part, it's there. You just need to aim a little, not so close to the angle.
One enemy.
That was just
U-haul,
unlucky.
U-haul.
Oh, tell me this guy does not win.
Revealing area. Bump them.
Please, please, please. Okay.
It's just a kill.
Good job.
Blocking sight.
Woo!
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, no idea. That's hilarious, though. Okay. Okay, so doing this, what is your main threat? Right. So, you don't care about this at all. Because you have teammates for that, right? So your main threat is U-Haul. So here, are we ready to kill anyone U-Haul? Nope. You could die any second here, right? So now you're fixing your crosshair. Now you're getting ready for U-Haul, right? But you see how, like,
Sentinel plan.
she could have just been in there.
Right there.
Okay. Short A. Okay. Where'd this guy go?
Enemy spotted. Okay, take a break, guys.
Okay. So that was fine. I mean, it was a good pre-aim. You got your crosshair ready, and then you peeked. I like that, right? So the reason why you lost this gunfight is because he shot you in the head first, so you got aim punched, and that happens, right? So, but it doesn't necessarily mean you did anything wrong here, right? Obviously, you didn't shoot his head, right? But your crosshair was, you had the right idea with your crosshair placement, and it still even looked fine. But he just shot you in the head first, because like you peeked into him. So he had the advantage there. So that was fine. But see, this is why I stress the importance that even if you have a Spectre on and they have assault rifles, you can still easily win. Because if you shoot their head, they get aim punched and something like this happens. And it's so easy to kill people in this game.
Yo,
right?
behind. One.
Okay, so... yeah, this is fine.
Right now, things goes wrong. I just press my.
Okay. That's okay. Gotta practice somehow. Oh, I'd be careful, right? Because they could just walk through the smoke, or Omen could do something cheesy. Usually around smokes with the op, you want to be super careful, because if they for some reason walk through that smoke, you know you're dead.
Enemy spotted.
There they are.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, big mistake. You want to be a little bit more patient with the op. Just hold cold corners, because you didn't hold like anything for more than a millisecond, you know? You get too antsy.
Aim is not that crisp.
Alright, so let's see. Yeah, maybe opping's not for you. Beautiful crosshair placement. Beautiful. Oh, you made a step. Yeah, you made a step. Oh, don't smoke that out! No! Okay, remember what I said? Immediate threat. You're the first one in. You have to check. You have to check. You're dying. You're dying because of it. This isn't the first time. And if someone's there, right, you're smoking him off, and then he just stays in the smoke, and I don't know. It's just the best thing that you can do is just check it, right? Yeah, sure, it's shitty because they can sometimes be on the box or sometimes they can be here. That's the life of an entry fragger, right? So sometimes you just die, but you get the information for your teammate to follow up. Now, so you die, you get that information, Omen kills, hopefully. Yep. See? But you could have maybe killed him if you weren't so lazy checking the immediate threats, right? And he could have gotten the trade faster if you didn't smoke it. Because like he killed you and then he hid inside the smoke.
Spike planted.
That should be fine. Don't know how to attack on this fucking. I don't know how to properly attack A, especially from A short without flash. How do I
Keep
do
them
it?
cornered.
So you just asked in your mic, you're like, I don't know how to properly attack A without flash, right? So what an A attack would look like would be like brimstone smokes, like here, 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 or whatever. But you guys don't even have a sage, so it's a little troll. You can't even wall this right here. But like as Jett, I would be looking to smoke this, smoke here somewhere on top, and then smoke here, and then you can like run in, right? Or like dash somewhere, right? Or, you know, I wouldn't use the updraft ability, but you definitely have options. You can smoke stuff out. Okay. Oh, crosshair. Nice. Smoke it, smoke it.
I have the spike.
Smoke it, peek the pocket guy. Oh no.
Blocking sight.
Okay, grab the bomb. Oh, whoa, whoa! Okay, so how I use Jett's ult, and what's a really good way to use it is you use it on eco rounds, or when you are on force buy rounds where you can't afford the Phantom and the armor, right? Because it's just as good as that gun, right? Sometimes in some situations that a Phantom is actually better than your ult. Right, so you definitely want to be using this as like an economic tool. Okay. Well, the second you updraft, he's gonna look up, right? Because it has such a loud audio cue, and he's gonna be kind of ready for it. So, I mean, yeah, it's still
Last player standing. Blocking sight.
I see, I see. Yeah.
Last player standing.
I'm still in the middle of the animation.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh.
Last round in the half.
I wish that thing.
Okay, so you see how everyone can buy, but you can't? This is a situation where you would heavy shield and like Spectre or Stinger, but then you ult at the beginning of the round. And then you just use your ult, right? Yeah, you can do that too. But you have to be confident in your ult. You have to practice. You have to get good with it, right? You can't just like waste it, because after you waste your ult and you don't kill anyone, you're screwed, right?
Wait, it's just the last round.
Yeah, it is the last round.
It is, right?
So yeah, if you would have just held on to your ult here, then this round would have looked a lot better for you. Okay, so let's see. Oh, someone bought you, so that's fine too, but sometimes you're in a situation where no one can buy you. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And then this is where you pull out your ult. Nice! Wow, that was beautiful. Love it. Now you guys gotta just go fast, right? So don't waste time. Keep going. Oh! Saved your life, probably. So that's smart, but you need to go now.
You will not kill my allies.
Oh no, tragic. Okay, so here's what I have to say about this, right? Okay, so you just killed someone U-Haul, right? Okay, so now there's only 2 maximum on A. Okay? Okay, there's Omen, he's on site, now he's dead. Now there's 1 maximum on A, right? But you're still scared of here and here, but you just killed these players, you know? So you go forward quickly before the rotations come from B, right? Okay, so yeah, they're probably just watching the bomb. Not a big deal.
Blocking sight.
You can pick up the bomb by using your pickup button. Like a gun, by the way.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah,
30
definitely,
seconds
100%.
left.
Nice try. It was a good effort.
B? Yeah, so we're going B.
No, you can just pick it up. Look at it and then press your use button. Yes.
Oh.
So, crouching, yeah, you're just making yourself such an easy target to hit, right? Stand up, counter strafe, shoot in between counter strafes, you know, like do a little dance.
Oh, Deagle every single round.
Okay, so what do? We lost.
Then I'll save it. Okay.
So this is full save, perfect. Okay. Pretty crazy of you, but not a big deal. It's an eco round. Oh, you're just
How
dead.
the fuck am I blinded?
Yeah.
I was so far from.
So what I like to do on eco rounds is so what did you actually buy? I think you bought something.
Guys, let's
Gonna save.
save as well. Guys, let's come.
Yeah, what'd you buy?
Dude, butter.
You know, you definitely did.
I,
Because 1700 is too low.
Cold heaven.
You bought updraft. Yeah.
I'm gonna save.
You bought updraft? Okay. So what I like to do is buy a shorty, right? I don't buy anything else other than a shorty. And I hide. I play tight corners, right? I just try and get a kill. Just 1 kill.
Guys,
That's all you need for an eco round, right? That's your quota. Right? So
That's the plan.
do something sneaky, right? Just hide around the corner with a shorty or something. Or you could do plays like this. It's just that, like, if they're here, your gun is just not gonna kill anyone here, right? It's just too far away. Your gun is too bad. So it's like pretty much just suiciding at this point, you know? But if you have a shorty and you hide in hookah, now you're a million times more destructive, you know? Because you can one-shot anyone that comes in. And it's only $200, so try to make use of it. So it's good. It's buy round. Wait,
Fuck it.
why aren't we buying? But this is gun round. Right? Like, I mean, this is just like poor economy. Like, these guys are just buying like every round. So this is why, like, I'm not the biggest fan of coaching unrated matches, because people just kind of goof off like this. But this is 100% buy round, where, like, because you lost the first round, you lost the second round, now you buy the third, right? Like, come on, you know. So, but they just bought even though they lost, and now you're forced to save because of your team's economy. But that's good that you noticed that they can't buy, so you didn't buy as well. So that's good, because you want to be on the same page. But it hurts to see. Okay, so that's good, right? Not really committing to any hard angles. You're just getting info. Get the info, and you make the early rotation. I love it. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. So you get into this bad habit of making yourself an easy target by just crouching and planting yourself standing still. But you can counter strike in between these sheriff shots like no problem, you know? So it's a hard habit to break, but I do have a video about the practice range. I don't know if you watched it, but it talks all about movement. It talks about warming up and how to do it properly and all these little things that I do to help people get out of their crouch mentality. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in there, but very good stuff, and it's really important to get out of this habit of, oh, I see a bad guy, crouch shoot, you know, because it gets you killed.
Found them.
Nice. Don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. Okay, because now you get the kill. Nice. But now, what is this dead brimstone calming to his team? Yeah, exactly, right? Or he's saying one hookah, right? Jets and hookah, close, right? So now your position is revealed. And when you shot this guy, you popped up on the minimap. So now they know exactly where you are. And when you don't change your position, they're going to be ready for you. Right? So you don't want to give them the advantage of having them pre-aim you and then pre-fire you when they peek. You want to always keep them guessing and not letting yourself get traded so easily. So backing off, like running back to site and hiding, is just the best thing you can do most cases. Right. So this ice is like a savior for you, right? Smoke it. This is good. So now they can't push you, right? So okay, that's next level. So these smokes kind of suck because they can pop out behind the smoke, they can pop out far, or they can pop out close. So when you do want to smoke stuff like this, I know it's not your smoke, but your smoke kind of looked like the same thing. You want to make sure the end of the circle matches up with the wall, right? So when they walk out of the smoke, that they can't surprise you from any other angle other than right in the hallway. Because now they can go backwards and then hug that wall, or they can wide peek, or they can come straight out this way, right? There's a million different things they can do from the smoke. And that's the difference between a walkout smoke and a good smoke. Walkout smokes are good for the offensive team, and proper smokes look like something that end right here. Okay? Okay. So now you know no one's there.
player
Oh,
standing.
117 on right
not
now.
bad. I mean, you're lit, so nothing much you could have done.
Spike planted.
I don't care what he does. Okay, so yep, this is definitely a buy round. Everyone should buy, spend all their money. Okay. Okay, so how many times have we done this? How many times have we swung out this way? Right? So now you're predictable. Now you're going to have a whole army of people waiting for you to do it. If they were good players, right? And then you just instantly die the second you swing. Unless you dash quick enough, right? So you don't want to get in this pattern where you're exploitable, okay? So you've already done this before, and if you do it once, better players will wait. They will just post this angle and wait for you to do it again. Yeah. Yeah. Your defense, right? They have to plant on your bomb sites. You have to stop them from coming in. You don't have to push into them. Just let them walk into your crosshair. Hold the angle, right? So look what happens, right? So I even said it. This guy is sitting there crouched waiting for your ass to come because you got yourself in a pattern and you are exploitable.
What the fuck?
And you couldn't even dash out in time, right? So, and this isn't an aim problem. That had nothing to do with aim, right? I mean, maybe a little because you didn't shoot his head, but the overall problem here is being exploitable by getting into a pattern of doing the same thing, right? So you have to, like, before you do something like that, be like, how many times have I done this? Right? Oh, okay, maybe I pushed this last round. Let me not push this round, right?
Wow.
Let me be unpredictable. Oh, you come from Overwatch? Oh, I played Tracer, Widow, McCree.
It's a weird bug.
Me too. Yeah.
On my
Yeah, I got the 3750 around there with the hit scan characters, but I just quit afterwards. I don't know. I wasn't that good.
I'm not using Vando. Fuck that.
Yeah, I played McCree, Widow, Tracer all the time.
I should win that fight. I should have.
Yeah, me too. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you
Because
could've.
I come from Counter-Strike, right?
Well,
And then from Counter-Strike I went to Overwatch,
Just crouch.
and then Overwatch back to Counter-Strike, and now Valorant. So I had to stick to the hit scan. Okay. Yeah. But before all that, I played TF2, right? With like rockets and shit like that, so I'm everywhere. See, look, you're doing it again, right? Predictable, you almost die again. Close, like I could have shot your head and that would be it. Because they have to push into you. You definitely don't have to do that, right? I mean, sometimes you can, right, to mix it up. Because if you're always playing sight, then you're predictable. So maybe you should push out one time, right? So, you know, the same is true for doing this, right? Okay. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, that's a rough one for sure. Okay. Yeah, so at this range, I'm probably... I mean, actually, probably the right thing to do was to sit there and spray. You just have to get better at spraying, I guess. That's you just gotta practice that, you know.
I'm just gonna hide against them.
I mean, you could make the argument that you could burst, counter strafe, burst again, and then you would have probably killed him easily. But I'd probably spray there. I'd probably crouch spray there 10 times out of 10. It just comes with practice, you know, warming up and understanding the sprays and learning it and being comfortable with it. Oh! Okay, so two things, couple things, three things probably. But the ult, you don't need it. Because what's the point of buying the Phantom at that point if you're just going to ult, you know? So the Phantom, like, it's fine, right? Invest in the Phantom or choose, right? Choose that you're okay. I'm ulting this round. I'll just buy a Ghost and armor and then ult, right? Or you buy the Phantom and then you just use the Phantom and save your ult for a different time, right? Does that make sense now? Just choose it. Just think of your ult as a weapon that you're buying, right? So it's not like you're buying the Phantom and the Op and then just using them both at the same time, right? So definitely just commit to one. And so that's number 3. Number 1 is peeking this is just right, because if they are coming B, how many people are they coming with? Multiple, right? At least 2. If they're going to do a B split between hookah and B long, they're going to come with 2 or 3 people. Are you safe from 2 or 3 people? Hell no, right? If they white swing here, you're pretty much dead. But with the power of Jett, you can instantly get out of like every bad situation with this. But you don't want to put yourself in those bad situations. And yeah, so you saw, you're like, oh shit, there's 2 people. I can't win that. Instantly dash. Perfect, right? That's fine. That's true, but you know, people always lurk. People always play defaults. You know, they could be like 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. Oh shit, what am I? Oh yeah, so like 1 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1 here. You know, so or 2 here. So they can play a default like that. So you got to be ready for, even though you just see 2 people, right? You have to entertain the possibility that they're just playing a default. And default means they're just playing for picks. They're just spreading out and they're playing for picks and see what they can get. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to have like, okay, I saw some over B. That means they're all there. You want to kind of get that out of your head, right? Because then you'll be surprised like this every time. So yeah, it's just this common trend of playing way too aggressive on defense, right? We're kind of running it down.
The animation fucked me. BM.
So this is an interesting round. I mean, I would definitely just buy a Vandal here, right? Because you're rich and you're max loss. So like here, how much money do you have next round? 5,600, right? That's a lot, right? So I mean, it tells you, right? You didn't know that? What? Wow. Yeah, no, this tells you exactly how much money you'll have next round. Okay? So knowing this, you have so much money more to play with that you can instantly just buy like a Phantom and Vandal here and still buy next round comfortably. Right? So always this is your best friend. Minimum next round. That's how much money you'll have next round. Perfect. Okay. And this would be a perfect round to ult on, right? Because if you are committing yourself even to a Spectre, right? This is like your backup, but it's like a cheaper backup. But this is a lot better round to ult on because you're not putting away your Phantom or Vandal or Op to ult. You're putting away a Spectre. Okay, so this is fine. What's your immediate threat, right? Long, right? So don't... Glued. Crosshair glued. Perfect. Nice. So now we're doing this pretty aggressive peek. Oh, you are so aggressive, man. It can pay off, but you have to do it safely. You can't get into routines of aggression. You have to pick and choose your battles wisely. Okay, so this was just a crosshair placement issue. Look, we are literally at the lowest possible crosshair placement. We are shooting at his toes. His heels are done for. You will put him in a wheelchair. Okay, So you could have easily killed this person if this was just a little higher, right? You even managed to flick to his chest and get 3. But imagine if one of them hit his head. Then he gets aim punched. Then you win this, right?
78
Yes, yes, yes.
on Sage. I thought he was put.
So now, instead of this beautiful 3v3, because of your aggression, you leave your teammates to 2v3. For no reason, because they have to pick up the bomb and they have to run to a bomb site and plant. They can't plant here, so you don't need to be doing something so aggressive like this, right?
78. I.
Greedy, 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 yeah.
Of course, it's gotta be a headshot.
Spike planted.
That was. Oh!
So yeah, they lose.
Every single one of them
Unlucky.
is so much more fun.
And who knows what would happen if you would have just played a little more defensive and safer, you know? Oh, your team's economy is just garbage.
Whatever.
Protect our motherland.
Okay. I'd be throwing a smoke for sure. Because you hear him here. They start using abilities, right? This is, oh, look at this peak. Right? If you just held this, how much better is this than walking out and potentially peeking into the 3 people or 2 people walking up? You see what I'm saying? Even though that it was just one person, it could have easily been multiple, right? Because you saw the you saw breach, brimstone smoke, and it could easily been multiple people here. So you definitely don't want to swing here, right? Just let them walk into your crosshair because you have the advantage holding the angle, right? So you're just taking all these fights. You're jumping the gun to get these fights when if you just waited, they'd walk into your crosshair and you instantly kill them, right?
What?
Yeah, exactly, and it doesn't make sense.
What the
right?
fuck?
So like, yeah, you do 140 to them, but yeah, that's true. That's true. But still, this is the best case scenario when you wide peek here and there's not a whole team staring at you, you know? It just happened to be one person walking up into A by himself for whatever reason. But I'll guarantee you, if you get into ranked, the next time you wide swing this, you'll get a firing line of people just instantly killing you. Right?
140?
Play on defense, just cool your jet.
On Brim? 140 on Brim.
So yeah, you see how you're just giving them free picks almost every round because of how aggressive you're playing. Okay, so this is, yeah, so you guys' economy is all over the place. For you, this is a half buy, and it's good, right? You do the half buy, looks good. But on these rounds, this is where you ult, right? This is where you want to be ulting, where you have a sheriff and armor, and you ult. Now you're a destructive force to be reckoned with, right? But this guy is full buying, this guy's full buying, and these 2 people are half buying, which is the correct play, right? You guys are all on different pages, but it's unrated, so who cares, right? Yada yada, everyone's having fun. But this is what I'm trying to say, because these are perfect ult rounds for you. Oh, you're taking these fights, right? Look. After missing this shot right here. So, okay, after missing this shot, now who has the advantage? Who has the advantage right here? Perfect. Perfect, exactly. So what are your options? Perfect, right? I would probably just dash, because if you smoke and walk through, then he can maybe spam the smoke and you might die. But you got yourself in this bad position. Definitely just dash the fuck out, because you are not gonna win this if you re-peek him, right? So, and if you re-peek, who's to say that Buddy won't have 2 or 3 more guys saying, Jett's here, stuck in long. He's stuck long, right? And then they just come long. And then they're waiting for you to peek again. So, oh no! So yeah, I mean, I could have told you a million times over that you lost that, you know? And here we are. We are first one dead again, right? Way too aggressive.
0 shots on him, apparently.
Yeah, so I can see the Overwatchness in you, right? Because like, yeah, just respawn, right? Nope. Your life is worth a lot more in this game.
This game is
It's a lot slower. Lot slower pace.
Wait until I blind.
Value your life. Stop entry fragging on defense. You have a good offensive style and it works very good on offense, but once you develop a good defense, then you'll become a lot better player. Yep. And we see why, right?
actually stuck.
We're seeing it first case. Why? Oh, we've learned. Here we are playing defense, right? How many rounds? How many rounds did it take for us to finally play properly? You know, so couple running it downs will put you in the place, I guess. Hopefully, right? Maybe you just run it down the second I say this. So this is good, right? That's good, because that means they're not coming B and they're not planting on your bomb site, so you're doing your job, right? Okay, so Breach pushes through and he gets a lot of good info, and now he knows, and now you guys basically know that they're all A side. So this is good, right? This is when you can be aggressive. This is smart aggression. I like this, right? But you need reasons for it. You can't just be aggressive to be aggressive. Right? You need reasons for the aggression. Reasons look like, I haven't pushed in like 3 or 4 or 5 rounds, so they're not expecting it now. Let me be aggressive this round, right? Or like, okay, I saw 3 on A. Maybe I can start lurking and maybe slowly start pushing this, right? But if you see 3 on A, it doesn't mean knife out, run through here. It means slowly walk up while holding the angles and like looking for the lurker, right? Because like I said, if you don't see all 5 somewhere, expect them to be waiting for the the rotators and stuff like that, okay? So always look for reasons to be aggressive. Woo! Yeah, a little.
107.
That was just a little unlucky.
107. He's really low.
I've taken worse.
It's you again. Yeah, so it's just you probably benefit a lot of going into the practice range and working on your spraying and your pistol movement and stuff like that, and even bursting, right? So, like, okay, don't let this discourage you. Okay. I mean, yeah, the lot of deaths on the defense side, it's not like, obviously we don't like how you're playing defense, but that's fine. But if you have a score like this on the offensive side, you're doing your job. Okay? So add your assists with your kills and then see where you stack up against the other players, right? So 12 and 6 makes 18, right? 18 and 3 makes 21. So now when you add yours, you're at 18, correct? So you're right there with them. This guy has 22 only. This guy's kind of a nut. Alright, he's kind of carrying. But you see how you might get demoralized by looking at these two numbers? Don't ignore this. Okay? So just don't let it bring you down, because that's what this is what an entry fragger's score usually looks like. right? Because they do some damage and they die and they get info. So this is fine. But obviously that death number can be a little lower because we're on defense now and we're kind of running it down a little. Oh, you see him? You see him? Okay. Perfect. Good job. Very good. Very good. Say it again. Oh, yeah. Yep. Look what happened. They walked into our crosshair and we get a free kill, right? The power of playing defensive. We got 2 kills this round. Obviously, one of them's a kind of like a lucky thing because he just teleported right next to you. But this is fine, right? This is 10 times better. Look how important you were this round. Look how much damage that was. Right? And we only did that because we stayed alive. We played defensively. We didn't run it down.
Elbow.
One enemy.
Look, clean round. Clean.
Sudden.
Uh-oh. Okay.
This
Whew,
works.
I thought you were going back to running it down. No, we're good. Yeah, I definitely don't need 3B. Definitely rotate. Yeah, I would definitely go help A for sure. Like, they don't need this. It's only worth it to have 3B if you have a Cypher A. So yeah, you don't need 3 people here. So you notice this and you go. So it's fine. It's good. Okay. Pre-aim. Peek. Good. Good. Right? You're not hard committing to the angle. You're shoulder peeking. You're jiggle peeking for info. Perfect. Okay, but you're standing still in the smoke and shooting so they can see your tracers. Actually, I don't know if they can see phantom tracers. I'm not sure. But you might get headshotted here just randomly. And
One enemy.
oh, you got a kill! That's hilarious. That's so funny. Good job. Yeah, you see how you're still crouching and standing still, but you're bursting this guy, right? So why are we crouching, right? You can burst, move, counter strafe, burst, counter strafe, burst, counter strafe. You see what I'm saying? Make it so much harder for them to kill you.
Looks like I was
But you won.
Defenders win.
Good job. So I mean, we see really good things here. Do you have any questions? Well, that's good. So what you need to work on, right? So the defense, obviously, the aggression, tone down the aggression, make it smart aggression, safe aggression. Don't get into patterns that are exploitable. Okay. Checking your immediate threats, the corners, right? We're not getting lazy with checking the corners, okay? Because you almost died multiple times, and you did die sometimes because of it. So we got to check the close corners. Crosshair placement looks fine for the most part. There's some obviously things. Everyone has things to work on with their crosshair placement, so it's not that big of a deal. Just overall being more defensive. So once you learn how to be very good defensively, then your aggression will become better with it. With that too. And ult usage, right? You don't want to be like full buying with like phantom and armor and then using your ult, right? It doesn't make sense. Right. So use it for those in-between buy rounds, okay? Perfect. All right, man. So I think we covered a lot. I think that's good. Yeah, what's up? Well, you didn't have the opportunities to use smoke because you always ran out and died. You see what I mean? Right? So, like, yeah, there's plenty of times to use it, but we never really had a situation where they pushed onto your bomb site. Other than the time you were holding long, but that was fine because you got 2 kills with that. So you didn't need to use a smoke there. But if you have some time before they start pushing into the site, that's when you throw smoke hookah or throw smoke long and like curve it around the wall, right? But sometimes you won't have that luxury, so you just have to hold the angle. So when you learn to be more of a defensive player, your smokes will come out more naturally, right? But the main reason why you weren't using so many smokes defensively is because you weren't alive to do it.